What character would you want to play in Justice League if you didn't play Cyborg, and why?
What character in the Justice League movie specifically, or any character that's ever been in the Justice League?
Any character.
Any character, okay. You know, I think the Flash would be cool.
Yeah.
I see we have some Flash fans here.
Yeah.
I think he has a lot of fun, and also the way in which his powers work. I like Cyborg's powers because there really is no cap, there's no limit to it. I also like the Flash's powers because they're not fully understood just yet, and you know, crazy stuff happens.
And what can we, the fans, help do to get you back with the Snyder Cut, with the rest of the Snyderverse?
Well, that's a complicated question. I think ultimately, you know, how people spend their money determines what happens and what does not happen in this business, and particularly in comic books and in DC and all of that. For me, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Obviously, I've not been a stranger, or I've not been shy, rather, about talking about all the things that have occurred over the last year and the back and forth that I've had personally and publicly with Warner Brothers Pictures, Walter Hamada, and the rest of the crew over there. For me, I think it all starts with an apology coming from the Warner Brothers side of things. There's a lot of just really gnarly stuff that has gone down, especially publicly. You know, what Walter Hamada and Warner Brothers Pictures attempted to do professionally and personally during one of the most crucial years for Black people in the history of really humanity is just unacceptable. So until such time where an apology is issued, you know, I probably won't be supporting any Walter Hamada production, period. Not even probably, I definitely will not be supporting any Walter Hamada production, period. And it's a tough thing because I'm a DC fan through and through. I love these characters. But sometimes, you know, you gotta give up what you love to do what's right. And so I'm gonna keep doing it, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you standing by me.
What was your favorite scene to shoot in the Justice League with Zack Snyder?
Some of my favorite stuff was actually the stuff we shot at nighttime. There was the scene outside of the ATM when Cyborg is depositing the money.
Oh, yeah.
And I was so excited. I'm like, oh man, I get to stand in the rain. This is gonna be cool. It's gonna be like dark or moody. And then you realize standing in the rain means just standing in the rain. And it was freezing cold.
Oh.
It wasn't, that was like a rain sheet. And when I'm in the hoodie, and it's basically like this thing that creates rain on a film set, right? And so whenever I'm in the hoodie and sweatpants in the movie, that's the only time I'm wearing anything like practical, like anything bulky underneath. Okay. Now the problem is that suit is kind of made of the same stuff that Superman's suit is made out of, but it doesn't have like that water resistant skin, so it would just like absorb all the water. So by the time we got done take number 2, I'm literally just like sloshing around in the suit, trying to walk down the street. So, but it's like things like, it's like really silly stuff like that that really gets me, because I'm like, oh, this is gonna look cool, but man, I feel really dumb right now.
What would you say is like, you know, the most kind of bat crazy, surreal points in your career? Like, is it like, you know, seeing yourself in the, like, you know, CGI'd up in the costume, like in an actual picture, or, you know, in front of fans? Like, what point were you just like, it's a real moment where you're just like, whoa, you know, kind of shifted your whole mind?
I mean, I'm in that moment, I think, every time I do a convention. I still can't believe that this is my life. You know what I mean? And I think it's because I literally, like, you will not find a bigger fan of these characters that is also in these movies besides myself. Like, I can't imagine it. Like, I'd lived and breathed and ate comic book characters growing up as a kid, and while I did not have comic books specifically, it was like all the TV shows, the movies, the cartoons, anything I could get my hands on, crazy debates about, you know, who would win in a fight between Batman and Wolverine, and like all these just really silly things that I remember really well to this day. I think for me, seeing like the toy for the first time, I was like, okay, this is this is special, this is unique, and I actually gave the first toy that I ever got to my buddy Chima, who was my stand-in for Justice League for the original production in 2016. And I told him, I said, well, listen, you've been standing in for me this whole time. Here's my figure. It'll hopefully stand for you. You know, put it on the windowsill and take it.
The action figure treatment is amazing.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah. By the way, Batman or Wolverine?
Batman, of course. Of course, of course, of course. Big magnet.
I know.
I mean, Bruce Wayne's got it.
Hi, this is Aaron Ashmore, and you are watching Fandom Spotlight. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe like now. Oh, and have fun and follow your fandom.